Hi, welcome to all of you. In this particular session, we are going to see the set operations, which is important concept of any programming language. Here it is Python. So it is nothing but a data type, and agenda for today's session is that we will see the overview of set and all its operations. It will not be all, but I have collected some of the important operations which we use regularly, and then we will see demo on Jupyter Notepad. So sets in Python. So these are the important properties which I have collected and which everyone should know what is actually set. So set is unordered collection with no duplicate elements. So try to understand this one. This is the important properties. So set cannot have a duplicate elements. So that means you cannot put inside set like that 1, 2, then again 1, then 2. So this is the duplicate one. So it will give error. So set cannot have duplicate element. So you can see here, this is the first set where we are having a three string, which is red, blue, and green. And another set which we are having, which is having integer and number of elements are 4 inside that. Elements are inside curly braces. So sets are defined with curly braces. Like tuples defined like this, list defined with this symbol. So set defined with curly braces. Python allows set only to contain immutable element. So immutable, there are two things, immutable and mutable. So this is the two important concept everyone should know, what is immutable and mutable. Immutable means once you define something, you cannot change the content in place. So let's suppose I am having one variable, let's suppose a equal to hello. And if I am trying to change the 0th index of this particular variable, let's suppose I am trying to change this s. So this will give error because a string is immutable by nature. You cannot change once you define it. And mutable means like when we have a list, let's suppose we have a list here 1, 2, 3, and 4, and if you want to change the first index of this particular list to 10, so the resulting set would be 1, 10, 3, and 4. So that means you are allowed to change the content of list because it is mutable, but you are not allowed to change the content in a string because this is immutable. So I hope you would have understood the difference between immutable and mutable. So Python allows sets only to contain immutable elements. So that means set of list not allowed. So that means you cannot put inside that one list like that and then again another list. This is not allowed. Set of sets also not allowed. And this set is a preferred representation when membership operation is required, most apart from implementing set. So membership operation means what? When you have defined one set, let's suppose 1, 2, and 3, and you want to check whether 2 is inside that or not. So it is trying to check the membership whether 2 belongs to S or 2 does not belong to X. So this kind of operation is required, then set is preferred data type. So these are the operations in set you can see here. These are the few operations, not all, that you can go and see in Python documentation. You'll get all the operations over there. So these are the regular operations which we use generally and very frequently. So this is the length of set. So it will return number of elements in the set S. So cardinality of S, that we will see in demo. X in S, this is set, and this is one member. Let's suppose S is having 1, 2, and 3. So we want to check whether 1 in set S or 2 in S. So it will tell you whether it is true or false. If it is available inside this, then it will tell true. If it is not available, then it will tell false. So similarly, X not in S, that also you can check, in and not in. So test if X is not a member of S, set membership. S is a subset of T. Test if set T, this is one T, set is a subset of S. Similarly, is superset also we can apply, union, intersection, symmetric, differences, lots of things we can apply on set that we will see in demo. And another operations here also you can see S, intersection, differences, symmetric difference. If you want to add something in set, remove or clear all the set, that also we can perform. So if you see here, this is the set operation. This is my first set, my set 1, and here I am having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 element. 6 consecutive element, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can change this also. Here in place of 6 you can have 7. It's not required to have. So let's suppose here if you are putting 6 or 7, anything you can put it here. And this is the second set, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. And if you print this one, so it is printing the first set, which is nothing but this one, and this is the second set. If you want to add something in set, this is the set, and if you want to add this 8 in this particular set, so it will be added at the end. You can see clearly, you can see here it is added at the end. If you want to remove this particular item from the set, let's suppose here it is 8, then you can see it will be removed from particular set. So if you want to pop up some of the item from set, so you can see here the top element has been printed over here. If you want to clear all the items from the set, that also you can do by this clear function. So it will give you empty set. If you want to check the membership of item inside the set, so here I am checking whether the 10 in my set 2. So let's see what it is giving. So it is giving true. If you change this one to 11 and then check, then it will tell you false, because 11 is not available inside this particular set. Now you can see here 12, similar thing I have checked here, then you can see 12 is not available inside this set, so it will give you false. Same manner, not in also you can apply. So 12 not in my set, so 12 is not inside this set, so it will give you true here, because this is true, 12 is not available. But when we are checking 12 in my set, then it is giving false. So you can understand the difference between not in and in. Now you can see here we have a one set S, which is having 1, 2, 4, 7, 9 as an element, and then we have another set S1, which is having 1, 2, 4 as a element. And when I want to check whether S1 is a subset of S, so let's see what it is giving. So it is giving true. That means S1 is a subset. So 1, 2, 4 are available in this parent set. So this is true. So here I am checking S1 dot is superset S. So S1 is a superset of S. So let's see what it is giving. False, because S1 is not superset of S. It is a subset. Similarly, you can do the union also of two sets. So union means you can see here 1, 2, 4, 7 and 9. So you know the mathematical concept of union. So it will combine all the elements. So here 1, 2, 4, 7 and 9. Similarly, you can see here the intersection also we can do here. So when you do the intersection here, so 1, 2, 4. So 1, 2, 4 are intersecting. That means both are, this 1, 2, 4 belongs to both the sets. That's why it is printing 1, 2, 4 intersection. Now the differences also you can see, this is having 1, 2, 4, 7, 9, and this particular set having 1, 2, 4. So S1 dot difference S, that means 1, 2, 4 available inside this S1 and 1, 2, 4 available inside this both places, that means 7 and 9 only difference, so it will print 7 and 9. This is the difference only. Similarly, in symmetric difference, you can see here 7 and 9, so that means where both are not present, so here 1 1 present in both places, 2 2 present in both, 4 4 present in both. So only two things, 7 and 9 is not present in both places. So let's suppose if I am giving here uh, let's suppose uh, 3. So what it is printing here, so you can see here 3 also will print, and if I'll put here 3, then 3 will go out. So I hope you would have understood this set concept. If you have any question, please put it in comment box. I will try to answer as much as possible. So thank you for now.